My name is William, and I work for the DMV. I've been following Davenant since somewhat of, I would say probably since its inception. I remember some of the people associated with Davenant were putting out material through Calvinist International, which is a webpage, and from there I made my way to Davenant Institute and found them from the beginning and been following them ever since. Yeah, so well, one of the things that kind of drew me to Davenant was a real honest approach to historical theology. And so some of the ways that they would go back and interpret the Reformers and sort of retrace the story of the Reformation or Protestantism as a whole felt very different than what you get in sort of like the mainstream way of presenting that, say, to the general public. So something about that attracted me. You can tell that they were really honest, and their approach was to really retrieve the story of Protestantism by going back to the original sources, and I think that is what makes Davenant so strong and so helpful. So I am just a layperson. I'm working at the DMV, and so one would say, well, why in the world would you be interested in an institute like Davenant where the assumption is this is a place for academics only? But let me tell you, I don't think there's anywhere in the planet that needs philosophy, theology, than the DMV. So being at a workplace like that, coming in and just working full-time, having a family, you'd be surprised how much theology and philosophy is important, first of all for myself, so that I can function as a worker, but the way that you interact with the public, especially in the DMV, there needs to be a strong outlook, one that's based on truth and is informed by good, faithful Christian theology that's also informed by good philosophy as well, which is one of the things that Davenant has helped me just kind of shape the way I think and how I influence those in a job that is considered a government job. So being able to be influential in those areas, but equipped with the things that I'm learning from Davenant, has helped me just to be a light in a place like the DMV, which is typically known as one of the darkest places on earth. Yeah, I think as far as supporting Davenant, I think it's an important thing that we support Davenant Institute, and the reason why is that I don't see any other institute that's doing the work that they are. They are not only the academic stuff that they're putting out, but just the environment that they've made for people from across the country to come together, like the recent convivium, to be able to come in and to openly discuss some of these things in an environment that is very free from that sort of competitive feel that you often get in certain academic environments. That's one of the things that I respect about Brad Littlejohn. That's one of the things that he's trying to promote, which is being in an environment where you can freely discuss these things, receive criticism, and let that stuff roll off of you, because what it does is it allows for real, honest dialogue and not this competitive sort of atmosphere where you can't progress in some academic thinking. So that's one of the things that I appreciate. And anyone who is considering supporting the work of the Kingdom of God, I think we need to look at Davenant Institute and consider supporting something like this, which in fact I think they're the only ones that are doing this, and this is probably an overlooked area of support when it comes to supporting the Kingdom of God overall.